Welcome everyone and good morning. This is Mitchy Hoyer. This is the Sim Pit. We are live for a little bit of testing of a pre-season race today in the Formula Sim Racing World Championship. We are at Portugal International. That means Estoril, and we are in the Formula Sim Racing car. We are just about to get out to learn the track, and you guys are heavily invited to see so. I hope you will enjoy that very much. So here we go. Also today, obviously, the 24 hours Daytona race. Gonna do a little bit of preparation for that as well. But for now, we're here in the FSR car. And I eventually... I effed up the kart select, bear with me. Because I do not want to race with the Halo. I do not want to race with the German engine, but with the Japanese. Steering wheel and stone. No, I want to have Mercedes. Yeah. Daniela Brambilla sweet new shirt. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen some news last week. Or this week. So yeah, I finally can speak about it. The Burst Esports guys expanding into the rFactor 2 area. With me leading the team, hopefully into some good glory times, but nonetheless, what is very important to myself at the minute is the fact that I finally found the team again, working at the highest highs and in a very professional area, so looking forward to that a lot. Right, I think we're good to go this time. I haven't even streamed anything about this, Daniela. It was only a Facebook post. Also seats. Nothing that can be really changed here. Alright, this is basically just about track learning, you know, that I am somewhat aware of what I'm doing later on in that test race. Daniela, I do appreciate that, but for now I haven't really, you know, found the reason or found a good cause to use it. Oh, this corner's gonna be lovely. Remember that we're not only racing again on those tracks just for fun. This is also part of the FSR calendar 2020. And RG yourself, a big massive thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome, buddy. I think Estoril is going to be one of those tracks where I basically can't overtake. Unless you get a super good run out of this turn. But still then, I think this straight is way too short. Daniela, I don't see a problem either. I just, you know, I'm looking for a reason where it would make sense to display it. Having it going around in circles on the mainstream while racing is not really what I think would be good. Hey there Sven, good morning. Oh, the bumps. I remember that painful with the LMP2 last year in VEC. The bumps into turn 1. Whew. Yeah, touch the grass. Okay. Sure, Danielle. Also, guys, watch out today. We will be live for the 24 hours of Daytona in iRacing at approximately 14:15, and we're just gonna be live for a good hour, because after that we're gonna go and switch to this car, and when we're done with this car we will switch back to iRacing. So the full schedule is gonna look like 14:15 to 15:30 all times Central European. We will be live with iRacing, watching Dennis Jordan qualifying and starting the car in the Daytona 24. We're going to run the BMW MA GTE. That stream is going to be on Twitch only. Then 15:30 practice starts for the preseason test race here at Estoril. Gonna swap over that to YouTube for that reason. And then we will hopefully do in a full race in this car, 74 laps around Estoril, for testing reasons, for gathering data, for getting the devs more information about the car, before we head back with our first duty in the iRacing 24 with a first stint around Daytona. Approximately, well, it will be a flying change as soon as we're out of the race here, or done with the race here around Estoril, which will be most likely 1800 CET. We straight immediately switch back to iRacing before we're going to have our first duty at approximately 18:30 today, taking over the car from Alex Siebel, then doing a double stint, having a double stint of break, doing another double stint, going to bed then, and then we will be back in the car 8 AM in the morning on Sunday. By the looks of it, that is the plan. And you guys obviously are heavily invited to join us for the entire 24 hours. Stream will be live then from tonight 1800 CET on iRacing until the end of the race. Kazizzle, good morning, how you doing? So that's gonna be the plans for tonight. Always, if you guys want to support the stream, feel free to do so. I always appreciate a like or even a dislike on the video here on YouTube. Also, put down your thoughts in the comments of the video about this car, about this track, about today's events and everything. Just get into interaction with me. And also, if you're new on Twitch, watching us for the first time, liking the content, I'd appreciate if you give us a follow. Beyond that, for everyone that is a member on the YouTube channel, and I think that applies for Sven, I am trying to get new emotes into the YouTube channel as well. So I'll try to update those between now and the race tonight. The other YouTube stream we're going to have, and maybe if you could give some feedback whether this works or actually use them later on, that would be great. Yeah, Ben, I appreciate that as well. You getting in the car 3 AM for the first time then. I actually didn't expect it to be so much fun to race this car around this circuit. It is very bumpy. Which I do not like too much in an F1 car. But it feels nice to drive on it indeed. Actually just not hitting the curbs is a thing. I think there is a lot of grounding going on when hitting them. And obviously you're not allowed to kill the tire in the penultimate in this ultimate corner. Got any setup tip video? As it is a Formula car, make sure that the front end is stiffer than the rear end. So softer springs in the back, stiffer springs in the front. Same with the ARBs. Beyond that, don't go full monkey on the steering. As you can see, I'm not giving the car everything right now. It's not like I'm driving super safe to the tires, but I'm taking it very easy right there to not stress the tires too much. Controlled and soft, smooth driving for ultimate pace. Stuff like that. Don't think there is really much more to say on it. Don't hit that curb too much. Yeah, very smooth and controlled driving required here. You can sort of trying to kill the tire a little bit in this left-hander, where you can go a little harder on it, since the right-hand tire is not too much demanded on this racetrack. But any other corner like this, you need to be careful on the front left, as it is a right round going circuit, and especially with this killer of a turn. Always need to make sure to keep the temperatures on the tires pretty low. Try to not have any wheel spin whatsoever. So basically just some laps to get into the groove. And then I'm not really sure whether there's, you don't really need a proper setup, but some idea on how to run the track. Mark Hutchins, the race is about to go green 14:40, I expect, so I guess registration will go down until 1400, then 30 minutes practice, 10 minutes qualifying, and then we go into the race. Good morning there, Ian. How you doing? Sizzle 5, yeah, actually this rFactor 2 simulation has a lot more physical background than the F1 2019 thing. There are some similarities between there, so you cannot, turn too much on the wheel or be too aggressive on the exit, so every slide can kill your pace. and the tires obviously. But other than that, steering is completely different, its behavior is completely different, and I think also the immersion, how the entire car feels and everything is pretty different from F1 2019. And well, not that yet, but the spin is never good. Well, Casizzle, you can sign up in the Formula Sim Racing forums and be part of that test race, and then see how strong you could be here. It's always up for you. Oh dear, the flat spots. Psycho, hey there. So despite after the spin, it's good to see that the tyres still somewhat work. But you also see that they quite a bit dropped on grip due to the thermal degradation. Hey Lorenzo. Good morning to you there. I'm racing together with Jordan, Dennis Jordan and Alex Siebel. And it's gonna be some fun, team. Nothing too serious, we wanna have some fun. Wanna have some good result though. But nothing too special overall. And FSI, I'm going to race with Burst Esports. Oh god. Okay, that is something not to do for the race, is getting flat spots on the tires. Yep, Psycho, I think this mod is great. You should have a go onto formula-simracing.net, assign yourself to the forums, check out special events, pre-season test race, download the car, download the track and give it some go. But I think it is a very realistic car. Kudos to the devs here. It is fun to drive, it feels being not too easy to control it, so you can easily spin. It is definitely some challenge, the car, but I think it is, yeah, it is great. Great to drive, really. Yeah, 2 or 3 more laps before we hit pit road for some minor setup adjustments, maybe some possibilities to run those curbs, to run those bumps a little better. Most likely you won't need it, but obviously it is always a help if you do have it. Oh. So yeah, rear right has hit the cliff. Hashtag dead. Hence why we're sliding around now. Yeah, that sideways spin with the abrasion rate really killed the tyres. And I think I'm going to lose it right here again. It is very loosey indeed. So we're going to box now. And here we're probably gonna lose it again. Yeah, the rear right tire is absolutely flat, it feels. Well, Sizzle, as you may have known, I raced this series with a G29 for 3 years now, or with a G25 even. You can do well in it, but I would expect you to do better with at least a TSPC racer, so some Thrustmaster kit or even some Fanatec. I would not necessarily say that a DD is gonna get you an advantage. The Real Fawcett iRacing, thank you so much for the feedback on the setup here. Where is pit limiter? Is it there? No, it is here. Okay. Box, Sebastian, box. As we get into some minor setup changes to see if we can improve the situation. Also, Eddie van Duren. I haven't seen anything about Lando Norris. He may be a little bit busy, maybe, with I don't know, with pre-season for McLaren. I've no idea. But this is what I can tell you, that I haven't seen him on any post saying that he's on it. All right, so maybe a little bit of this, maybe a little bit of that. Other than that, I think we're set. Maybe we can do some better lap times. Because this will, I have no idea. I never used the Fanatec for rFactor 2. I think it gives a little bit more feedback than a G29, obviously. So there may be a little bit of advantage. I can't really tell though, since I haven't got one. The Real Fawcett iRacing car's great. Car feels nice. Car will be driven again now, and I'm gonna get you into the big overview over the rig, so you see a little bit of how racing looks like on this set. As we're now coming out of pit road again, trying to improve times, trying to improve duration, and obviously trying to see whether we got improved handling over curbs and stuff. So I raised the rear end a little bit to have higher right height, not grounding on the bumps. P. Petronet, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, that feels better, not jumping out on the bumps too much. Also, I adjusted the dumpers a little bit, the fast moving dumpers, as the curbs are pretty bumpy, and the bumpy surface also giving shocks to the car. So I softened them a little bit on the compression in order to get them into a nice working space. Sounds like tough luck there, Kasizzle. Yeah, you really feel the fuel effect though. With doing some 15 laps, we probably burned around 30 liters of fuel. And you feel that already in the car. Brendan Lee, good morning buddy. Welcome man. Thank you for the follow on the Twitch channel. How you doing? Long time no talk between us two. Hope you're doing alright. I know F1 2019 esports season didn't go as planned, I guess. But I hope you're doing alright. So most likely due to the rig overview you can't see it. First lap is half a second off. Still think that tyres needs to warm up. Yeah Brendan, I'm doing good. Doing really well that morning. Got a little bit of a headache from the night. Seems like I didn't put myself into bed too comfortably. Some weird positioning on the pillow or anything. So I may need a pain blocker later. Yeah, Brendan, I hear you. Sometimes you need to fall and crumble and have some bad results to stand up from it and learn how to be winning again. You know, someone always can come up from nowhere and step up to be a race winner. But the period where you are struggling, where you're not winning, where you keep fighting and making experience, that is what makes you stronger for the future. And at some point, when you found your rhythm again, you may just start making use of it. Good morning there, Luca. How you doing? Yeah, very much improved car behavior. Don't do that. Yeah, Brendan, I would take one as well, very much so. I know I'm a massive Mercedes fanboy, there's no way to argue around that. And Luca, I'm sorry to say I'm not too much of a Ferrari fan these days. The fact that they threw out Alonso, sort of, made me change the hoods. Nikolaika 7, good morning man, welcome. So guys, a big massive thank you to everyone that is here tonight. Would appreciate if you're new to the channel and if you like the racing that we do, if you give this video a like or give it a dislike if you don't like it. But beyond that, if you want to see more of that racing, please make sure to hit the subscribe button on the channel. Then a little GIF has been played, a little GIF that we may change in the future though, but for now we keep it on. I would appreciate that very much. Beyond that, today's schedule, we're going to do another 30 minutes maybe here in racing before we prepare for the iRacing 24. Stream goes live 14:10 CET on Twitch only. Then 15:30 we're gonna leave iRacing and gonna come back here to rFactor to drive this Formula Sim Racing preseason race number 2, 74 lap race around Estoril. So we're just learning the track a little, just learning how to drive the car around here, learn a little bit about tyres things, and then we're going to come back until probably like 1800. I think that's how long the race will take, and then we switch back to Twitch on iRacing, being the first time in duty on the BMW M8 GDE for the Daytona 24. So a short schedule. We're gonna be on Twitch only at 14:10 for the iRacing 24. Then we're gonna be on Twitch and YouTube for the Formula Sim Racing race, just like we're now. And then we're gonna switch back to Twitch only for the iRacing 24. Yeah, we're very busy there, Brendan. Even more busy after the 24-hour race, because the 24-hour race ends 14:40 on Sunday. However, I am asked to play handball with my team 14:45, so that means I need to leave the stream here early. So you guys probably won't see how much or how we did, or maybe I'm just gonna program a shutdown of the PC automatically. However, 1600 there will be qualifying for the Winter Series on FSR and the Tedros FT60 around Highlands Motorsports Park. I will gonna be missing that due to my handball match. However, I'm allowed to start Grid 2 from the back. So stream goes live 16:30 on Sunday for Winter Series round 1. And that, guys, gonna be it for the weekend. It is fucking busy. I would have loved for a less hard schedule, I'd say. Bear with me there, Nikolaika. I need to read the question twice. Why do I play with these field of view settings? So the field of view settings are fairly important for your speed immersion and distance immersion. I can give you a short explanation of what it's worth. This is a little bit too much field, or too low field of view for me, or for my position where I'm sitting. So now everything is fairly unnatural, and it will screw over my immersion. So the lowest field of view you can have is 10. I'm gonna race with that for just a split second, and you'll see it is super worse. Yeah, you have no idea of how quick you're really going, and I'm gonna put you into this view for a little bit, so you have literally no immersion of speed. Obviously you see where the track goes, but you have no clue how the car is performing. You have no clue how quick you really are. You have no clue where you're actually going right. That would be the case if I would be in the very front of the screen like this. Then probably this immersion would be right, but it isn't. And I'm gonna also show you the other extreme, which is 100. So now you have basically the same problem. You see where you're going, but you're out of timing everywhere. Yeah, you have no idea what the car is doing really. So the default field of view is this. I think it's around 60. I mean, you can race with it, but look at it, how unnatural it looks like. So this, you know, the corners are, I mean, you're sitting that far away from everything, if you know what I mean. So we're going so quick over the straights. Even when we brake so far away from turn 1 still. And as you can see, I would make the corner no issue. But at the same time, it is you're gonna get a wrong immersion. So coming back to normal, which is, I should have around 33, which is calculated, and that should in theory give you the best how shall I say, it should give you the best overview, or should give you the best idea of how quick are you going, where is the racetrack, all this blah 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 blah. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to unfuel the car, and then we're going to try to attack the race leader, or the session leader, Cristiano here, who is doing a 106.667. So that is a 5.3 seconds improvement. We're going to see if we are able to find that. See you there, Brendan. Have fun. Gonna look forward to see you on streams there. And once again, a big massive thank you, Brendan, for following up on the channel. So, we're coming up with some qualifying testing now, and it is the first ever time I tried to push the car very hard. I never did it around in Malaysia. You're welcome there, Nikolaika. So Luca, thank you also for explaining or for confirming the field of view settings. There is obviously always a little bit personal liking attached, so you know, I could also fairly goodly race with having it at 40. It would still look a little bit unnatural, but it wouldn't harm too much. Nonetheless though, to be really at the best, to have the best preferences and everything, you should race it where the calculator tells you. In the meanwhile, we're now trying to have a good quali lap. Car's big fun to drive it fast, to be honest. If you do a low 107, I'd be fine with it. I think I'm not pushing the car enough yet. So 5.3 seconds we had together, and we're gathering around 5 seconds though. 106.9. Well, we can try making a joke of ourselves and go again. Bear with me real quick. Gonna be right back. So we're missing 4.5 tenths. So Cristiano also improved his lap time, but I think with a little bit more aggressive driving, it's no issue to get that time. So, and then we need to get soon ready for the upcoming 24-hour race. I'm carrying even too much fuel, but it's not really a biggie. Hey Zach Wilson, yeah, what I actually did is I found a way to put the magnetic bolts back into position, and then I got a hot glue pistol, and I glued them back in their spot, and then erased, or actually removed the overlapping glue, and since then the shifters are fine. So no further issues on that point. Right, let's see if we can improve. Ah, missed a tenth or two. Come on! Can we do it? Can we do it? Ah! 15,000! And still 2 liters on board, so that is exactly the difference. Ah, damn it. 14,000 of a gap. We'll go and try to beat that. Just that we have a little bit of challenge. So, guys, once again, the schedule for today on Twitch only 1415 CET. We're live with the opening of the 24-hour race on Daytona. Before 15:30, we're going to be live with Formula Sim Racing Preseason Test number 2. We're going to be live on that with Twitch, with YouTube and Facebook here on rFactor 2. Beyond that, 1800 CET, we're going to go back to Twitch only for the iRacing 24. So that is the schedule for today, guys. If you wish to have a journey with us, I'd enjoy welcoming you here on the streams. As we're going for another lap. What an exit. That was a good one. Well, I think that gets the job done. So just coming home slowly, trying to do a final blow into the pit road. Will be an interesting one today. I think pit road is fairly short. So also testing a pit stop. Yeah, looking forward to that, Sven. No, Zach Wilson, I'm taking part in the iRacing 24. Sadly, I don't think there's an equivalent on rFactor 2. I think we even may run out of fuel before hitting our pit road spot. Box, Sebastian Box. Fuel tires? Huh? Fuel? 1 liter. Lol. Okay. Nothing to check then. Yeah, Danielle. Me too. Either way, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I definitely did. So coming back to you later on the stream. Hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, once again, 14:15 we be live on Twitch only with the opening of the iRacing 24. Beyond that, have a good Saturday. Have a nice weekend, everyone. A lot of racing coming up. And I hope you enjoyed it. This is the Simpit. I'm Mitchie Hoyer, and I'll see you guys out on the track.